Hi, good morning. Today we are going to start our next session, representation of transformation by matrices. Okay, I think you have already studied this in your degree classes. Anyway, we are first discussing one theorem, theorem 11. Now, what is that theorem? Let V be an n-dimensional vector space over the field F and W be an m-dimensional vector space over F. Let B be a script B be an ordered basis for V and script B dash is an ordered basis for W. Then the theorem says that for each linear transformation T from V into W, there is an m by n matrix A with entries in F such that matrix of T alpha related to the basis B dash is equal to A into matrix of alpha related to the basis B. So we have to prove for each linear transformation there exists a matrix. Okay, and this is true for every vector alpha in V. Okay, now after proving that, we are going to prove furthermore T to A is a one-to-one correspondence between set of all linear transformation from V into W and the set of all m by n matrix over the field F. Okay. So we have to prove there is a one-to-one correspondence between set of all linear transformation from V into W and set of all m by n matrices over the field F. Okay. So moving to the proof. Proof is very easy. Okay. Let B equal to this be our basis, ordered basis for B and V and W respectively. T is a linear transformation from V into W. Now, what about T of alpha j? For alpha j belongs to B, T alpha j belongs to W. Okay. Therefore, as beta 1, beta 2, etc., beta m is a basis, T alpha j you can express in terms of beta 1, beta 2, etc., beta m. As beta 1, beta 2, etc., beta m is an ordered basis, this representation is unique. So, we can consider coordinate matrix of T alpha j related to the basis B dash. Clear? So, let T of alpha j is equal to A11 beta 1 plus A1j beta 1 plus A2j beta 2 plus etc. plus AMJ beta m. And you can write like this. The scalars A1j, A2j, etc. AMJ are coordinates of T alpha j in the ordered basis B dash. Okay. Now, this is the matrix of T alpha j corresponding to the basis B dash. Now, if you take any alpha belongs to V as x1, alpha 1, alpha 2, etc., alpha n is an ordered basis for V, there is a unique representation for alpha. Now, matrix of alpha related to the basis B is matrix x1, x2, etc., etc. Okay. Now, T alpha. If alpha is this one, T alpha is T of this one, and which is equal to as T is linear, you can write x1 T alpha 1 plus x2 T alpha 2 plus etc. plus xn T alpha, and which is equal to sigma j equal to 1 to n xj T alpha j. And now you give expression of T alpha j here. This expression. This T alpha j to the. Okay. And this is equal to this one. Take xj here, then replace, interchange the sum, we get sigma I equal to 1 to m, sigma j equal to 1 to n aij xj into beta. That is T alpha is same as linear combination of beta 1, beta 2, etc., beta m. Okay. Here first we put I equal to 1, then I equal to 2, etc., then I equal to m. Therefore, coordinate of T alpha related to the basis B dash is each of these coefficients. Okay. So, this is actually sigma j equal to 1 to n, this one, and this one. Okay, this matrix. This matrix is actually, if you write this as expanded, this sum like this a11 x1 plus a12 x2 plus etc. plus a1 and xn etc. Okay. That is the expanded version. Now this is equal to, and this matrix is equal to, sorry, this matrix is equal to A11, A12, A13, etc. This is A1, A21, A22, etc. A2n, etc. This into x1, x2, etc. etc. So matrix of T alpha j related to the basis B dash is equal to this one. Okay, this you can write in some form AX, where A is equal to this one and X is equal to this one. This X is same as alpha related to the base B. Therefore, if X is the coordinate matrix of alpha related to the basis B, then AX is the coordinate matrix of T alpha related to the basis B dash. Okay, so matrix of T alpha related to the basis B dash equal to A into matrix of alpha related to the base B. Okay, so one part is over. Now, if you take any A as an n by n matrix, and if we define T of some alpha, alpha you can express like this. T alpha equal to sigma I equal to 1 to n, sigma j equal to 1 to n, Aij, xj, beta I. Then we can easily prove this T is a linear transformation. Once again, if suppose A is any m by n matrix, okay, and we define T of this some element alpha is equal to, consider elements of A and these xj's, and you are making a transformation like this: sigma I equal to 1 to m, sigma j equal to 1 to n, Aij, xj, beta I. Okay, then we can easily prove this T is a linear transformation. Therefore, corresponding to a matrix alpha, corresponding to a linear matrix A, we get a linear transformation T. Already we have proved, given a linear transformation T, there is a matrix A. Okay, therefore there exists therefore corresponding to each linear transformation, there exists a unique m by n matrix over the field A. Therefore, the mapping T to A is a one-to-one correspondence between set of all linear transformation from V into W and set of all matrices over the field F. Okay. Now there is one note. The matrix A, which is associated with T in theorem, one above theorem, is called matrix of T related to the ordered basis B and B dash. Okay, and the notation is like this. This is not in your prescribed text. Usually we denote like this. Okay. Now moving to next node, we have T alpha j equal to sigma I equal to 1 to m A I j beta I. Okay. Now the coordinate of T alpha j related to the basis B dash is A1j, A2j, etc. Amj. Okay, that means T alpha j related to the basis matrix of T alpha j related to the basis B dash is this matrix A1j, A2j, etc. Amj, which is same as jth column of A. Okay, therefore, if A1, A2, etc. An are columns of A, then Aj is same as matrix of T alpha j related to the basis B dash. Okay, we have this matrix, and the matrix of T alpha j related to basis is this one, and this is jth column of it. Okay, now there is another node. Let A be a linear transformation, and it is A be a matrix of the transformation T relative to the basis B and B dash, and let B be a matrix of the transformation U related to the basis B and B dash. Then T alpha j is equal to sigma I equal to 1 to m A I j beta I. Okay. And U alpha j equal to sigma I varies from 1 to m B I j beta I. Okay. From where we get this one? We have already defined like this. This is our definition. Okay. If A is any n by n matrix, T alpha j is defined like this. Using this same definition, we have given values of T alpha j and U alpha j. Okay. Now what is T plus U of alpha j? This is equal to T alpha j plus U alpha j, and which is equal to this one. And this is same as Sigma I varies from one term aij plus bij beta I, and this is same as a plus bij. Therefore, what is matrix of t plus u? If t of alpha j is equal to this one, then matrix of t related to the basis matrix of t alpha j, or matrix of t related to the basis b and b dash is A. If t of alpha j is equal to this one. Now here we get t plus u of alpha j is equal to this one. That means matrix of t plus u of related to the basis b and b dash is equal to A plus b. Okay. Similarly, CT, consider CT of alpha j is equal to this one, and which is equal to this one, which is equal to this one, which is equal to this one. This implies matrix of CT related to the basis B dash is CA. Okay. Therefore, the matrix of CT plus U related to the basis B and B dash is CA plus B. Now we have to prove another theorem that we will prove in our next session.